What's up, guys? Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here with some more Borderlands Presequel pre-release coverage. We are literally less than 2 weeks away from the release of Borderlands Presequel, and I started my series called Borderlands Ask Me Anything, where you guys leave comments and I'll answer a few of them in a live format, and we'll go ahead and do this until the Borderlands Presequel is released. That way, those of you guys out there that have been waiting for a little bit of Borderlands content can have something that'll keep you occupied in between now and the release, because I know everybody is just sitting there hyped up as a motherfucker waiting for this game to be released. Now, yesterday, I didn't release the video for the questions and the comments and the answers. What happened was I lost the day. Yep. I was working so hard on getting all these videos out for you guys that I actually completely lost Thursday. I jumped from Wednesday to Friday, and then my girlfriend came home and she's like, "You know, my parents are coming over to eat tonight, right?" And I was like, fuck! So, since I can't really make videos when her parents come over, because they're like, "What is he doing back there? Is he talking to himself? Why did he just say motherfucker?" Oh, shit. I don't usually spend a lot of time with my girlfriend's family. I've actually, the entire time that I've been with my girlfriend, I haven't been to one family function, and we've been together for 8 years. It's fantastic. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to go ahead and answer some of the questions that you guys asked, and we're going to do that every single day. So, I do apologize yesterday for not posting that video. I just completely lost the day, and this video probably would have been up a little bit earlier if my girlfriend's cat tower that I bought her didn't come in the mail today, and I had to put that together, because those of you guys that when you get older, you have a girlfriend, you realize that things don't come put together. They don't. You are the one that are be putting shit together. You're gonna be building shit. Alright, so the first question comes from Vexed Halo, and he says, "Jay, do you like the fact that the pre-sequel is gonna be a lot like Borderlands 2? And I get this question a lot. This is actually one of the most frequently asked questions all the time is, "Mac, do you think this game should be a DLC? It looks like Borderlands 2. Why is this not a fucking DLC?" It's because this is 100% a new game. Borderlands 2 doesn't look a lot like Borderlands 1 because there is about 4 years of development in between then, while I guess Gearbox was off ruining other franchises instead of making Borderlands. I bought Duke Nukem. I'm allowed to say that, alright? But no, I mean, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, is gonna look a lot like Borderlands 2 because Borderlands 2 just came out like 2 years ago. And they're using a lot of the same coding, the user interface. I mean, one of the things I don't like about Borderlands 2 is actually the entire menu system. I like the Borderlands 1 system a little bit better because you didn't have that whole where, oh look, I can see the gun and spin it around. I really don't give a fuck what the gun looks like. Honestly, I can see it on screen when I'm using it. I don't like the fact that they use up all the goddamn computational, I guess, memory inside the game on all this user interface garbage. I mean, really, I like the Borderlands 1, real simple, real clean. Look, I got a big-ass list of weapons here, but, I mean, it's gonna look this similar. It's pretty much really close to being a, I guess, a re-released copy. I don't want to say that because everything else inside the game is different. We have, like, 4 brand new characters plus a DLC character already announced, which is Handsome Jack. We also have all new skill trees for these characters, action skills. We have new customizations for them. We also have a brand new leveling system. The scaling in the game is somewhere between Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. So, I mean, on the mathematics side, it is 100% completely different but it just looks like Borderlands 2, and a lot of the skins are being reused for the guns. That's the one point that I'm kind of against. I know there's the 88 Fragnum inside the game. It looks just like the Herald, and I mean, everybody was like, oh my god, look, the Herald, and in the pre-release, it did shoot like the Herald, but now it shoots kind of like in a cluster. It's like an explosive Maggie, and it has a critical hit modifier on the weapon card, so I mean, yeah, they're different weapons, but they're using the same skin. That I don't like. I think if they're going to make all new legendaries that are going to shoot differently, please, for the love of God, make them look different. And they could be different in the, the gold version of the game when it's released, but since the footage we've seen has been so close to release, I'm pretty much thinking that the weapon skins are going to be reused. And that's kind of a shame, because the weapon skins were fun to look at while you're playing, but not inside your menu. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next question, which is from Optimus23. He says, Mac, you say that you're going to play as Nisha, right? Yes, Nisha is probably one of the characters in the game that I'm most excited for before they announced Handsome Jack. Now that we get to play as Handsome Jack, I'm like, fuck. I really, really want to play as Handsome. He's my favorite character, hands down, in the Borderlands series. NPC, playable, anything. You ask me, who is your favorite Borderlands character? Hands down, Handsome fucking Jack. They managed to make a villain that you absolutely love, and they killed him off. Fuck! Man, I mean, that's probably the whole reason why they're going to the pre-sequel, is because Handsome Jack was such a popular character that they're like, man, how the fuck do we bring him back? How do we squeeze on his nipples a little bit and milk him for all he's worth? Because, I mean, I love Gearbox, I love 2K, I love the Borderlands series, but let's be honest, they've milked the tit a little bit too hard on the Borderlands series the last few years. But you know what? We love Borderlands. We love getting Borderlands content. So, I mean, they keep milking. That's like the worst sound effect ever. Never once have I ever sucked on a tit and I was like, come here, baby. She's probably looking at it. She's like, was that a drum beat? Alright, anyway, so Optimus' second question says, if you do, what skill tree will you focus the most on? Well, the reason why I love Nisha is because I love gunslinging with pistols. It's one of the reasons why I love Mordecai too. And she has a capstone in her middle skill tree, which allows you to make a copy of any pistol in your hand. So you can basically dual wield gun zerk all the time. Just constant double gun. Are you fucking kidding me? That's like, you got like a fucking ship over here. I love the pirate boat. You have a ship over here, and there's a big sign that says, free dual wielding pistols. Sign me up for that fucking cruise. Sign me up. But I'm also going to be speccing first all the way down to the right skill tree, which is going to be her assault rifle hip firing skill tree. That's one that I'm thinking is going to mesh really well with her, gunslinger skill tree in the middle. I really don't know what they're actually called off the top of my head right now. And that's a shame, because I fucking put a lot of time into making all these videos for you guys, and Destiny came out, and now my mind just has gone fucking blank. But I do know that the Law and Order skill tree, that one sticks out in my head, because it's like, I don't want this skill tree. I might actually spec into getting the order stacks. Just one skill point there. Give me a couple order stacks and be on my way. So let's go ahead and move on to the next question from Death Relived, with one of the biggest questions I get all the time. It says, will you be playing with subs? Now, this is a very touchy subject because, I have subscribers across 3 different platforms. There's Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Borderlands Presequel, I will be playing the Presequel on the PC. That's where I'm gonna be 100% of the time. I am not buying it for the 360, and I'm not buying it for the PS3. I might actually buy it for the 360 because my kid likes to play it, but there might be a copy in the house, but it's not gonna be used on a daily basis. But the thing is if I play with some subs, some other subs are like, oh man, you know, I really wanted to get a chance. It's not fair that you're not on my console, or I can't afford a game on PC, and there's a lot of things that go on with that. So off the bat, I'm gonna be making tons of guides for you guys. There'll be legendary guides, there's gonna be Easter eggs, there's gonna be skill trees to go over, there's gonna be funny random moments that are gonna happen while we don't know what's going on in the game, and we're gonna fail so bad that you're gonna be like, ha! And also, I do have a Let's Play that's scheduled to be done with Gothalion. A lot of you guys like to see vids with me and Goth in them, and you know, we've done Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 Let's Plays together, so it's only right that we carry that on with the Borderlands Presequel. But off the bat, in the first like month and a half, probably not. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm gonna play with subs all fucking day long. Probably not within the first month and a half, because if you see what happened with Destiny, I'm gonna be putting up a shit ton of videos that you guys are gonna be wanting to watch. So I don't really feel like there's gonna be a lot of time to, I guess, play leisurely. I know that's like a weird thing to say. It's like, I'm not playing leisurely right now. It's like, bitch, you're playing a video game. Everything about you says leisurely right now. You don't even have pants on, motherfucker. I don't have pants on right now. But I mean, seriously, it's just, when you're doing videos, it's like, oh man, you know, I gotta go film this Easter egg, and then you got a couple people, and it's like, oh hey look, let's go get this chest over here, and kill this guy, that guy, blah blah. It's really hard to film with people in the game that aren't used to filming and knowing exactly, like, sometimes I'll be doing like a pan and shot to get like footage or video or picture for a thumbnail, and somebody will just walk in and they start meleeing me over and over again. I'm like, no. Please stop meleeing me. It's like, I just want to make a thumbnail. So, in like the first month and a half, no, I won't be playing with subs. After that, yes, once things die down, I will go back to doing live videos with you guys on twitch.tv. We'll be doing all the live streaming and shit like that. It's just, things have been so fucking busy right now. Remember, I don't do this full time. I still do work elsewhere in the world, outside of my what I call my man cave prison now. I've been in this man cave so long. But yeah, I'll be playing with subs, just not right away, because there's gonna be a lot of videos to make. Like, literally 5 to 6 a day. What? That's a lot of videos. And then we come to a very, very, very sad and dreary question from Dre958DR. He says, are you still hoping to find a YoteSlaya Easter egg in the Presequel? No. No, I'm not. It's sad to say that, but I mean, Gearbox and 2K have both completely skirted the issue. There was a huge petition on the forum asking for some type of remembrance in Borderlands 2. Gearbox at the time, they stated, you know, we want to give the family their privacy, let them grieve, mourn, and, you know, get past this in their own way, blah, blah, blah. That's basically what Gearbox said, and then they dropped it completely. If you tweet Gearbox or ask them a question, they just completely just ignore the fact that that is a thing. And I think it's just because, you know, there's a lot of circumstances surrounding the way that Brian passed away. Sorry about that. Voice caught up with me a little. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, man. And it's sad because Yote did a lot for the Borderlands community. Like, I mean, I know myself, Master Kiz, even, dear God, fucking Fully, we were all posting videos at Borderlands launch alongside of what YoteSlaya was doing. But YoteSlaya already had the fan base, you know? He already had a bunch of people that were willing to watch whatever that he put out. And he started putting out guides and videos and Let's Plays on Borderlands. And he really showed a new style of game to a community, because he had a lot of Call of Duty zombie fans at the time, and he showed a new community a new style of game that they could play without having to worry about going into a lobby and people are camping, or what's my kill death ratio, do I have to do good this match. He showed them fun, and That's what Borderlands to me is. Borderlands is a fun game. It's not a game where I have to worry about, oh, am I this fucking percentage and that percentage. I mean, there is a lot that goes into making like skill trees and builds and shit like that. But also, I mean, you could just get a lot of that done with trial and error too. And it's fun when you fail in Borderlands. It is! It's funny. And, you know, Yote showed a new generation of people an old style game with Borderlands. And I think, you know, the community and Gearbox in general owes a lot to what YoteSlaya has done for Borderlands 2. I don't think it would have ever been as popular as it was if Yote didn't already show. At the time when Borderlands 2 came out, he had like 200,000 some subscribers. At the time of passing, he had around like 600,000 subscribers. So he grew quite substantially, and that doesn't even count how many people that just watched his video and never subscribed, never came back, or they just like, oh man, this game looks pretty cool, I'm gonna go check it out, you know? That's what people do on YouTube, is they look up gameplay, and they see people having fun, and they see people doing crazy shit, like shooting guns that never have to reload, or, you know, a gun that's named after a vibrator that vibrates your fucking controller. Ah, shit. I love Moxie, but that's... They owe him a lot. They really do, and it's sad to see that, you know, just because there's a little bit of circumstances surrounding his death, that they're unwilling to touch it. And it's a shame, too, because if you look at, like, Anthony Birch, specifically, fucking Anthony Birch, alright? He is a social justice warrior. He is always on Twitter talking shit about some type of topic. Recently, it's been women's fucking liberation and equality and all this goddamn fucking... Some girl sucked a dick to get good reviews on her fucking video game. Let me tell you something. If you suck dick to get good reviews on your fucking video game, that means you believe in your product. She's like, hey, look, I like my game so much, I'm gonna suck your dick so you can get other people to play. Is this real life? Is this okay? So anyway, back to it. Anthony Birch is always on Twitter talking shit and getting Gearbox in trouble for the shit that he fucking says. But yet they don't want to touch something as touchy as YoteSlaya's details surrounding his death, and that pisses me off, the fact that they'll let fucking Anthony Birch run his mouth over there about every goddamn little fucking shit in the goddamn world, every little injustice that's out there, but they can't fucking give a little bit of respect to somebody that actually earned and deserved their fucking respect. That's sad. So let's move on from that. That's, man, that just fucking pisses me off, man. It really does. Like, I have my fist balled up right here. You can't see it, but I literally just want to fucking put my fist through this fucking monitor right now, thinking about how they let fucking Anthony Birch go off on fucking tirades, but they can't fucking... They can't throw a little special, even just in the credits. They don't even have to call him YoteSlaya. Be like, hey, a special thanks to Brian Ricard. That's all, man. You don't even have to put an Easter egg where it mentioned in the game. You don't have to name a gun after him. Just put it in the credits. If you want to, quote unquote, hide it. Fuck out of here. Anyway, moving on. The last question is from Caleb Quinn. He says, do you think Krieg will get a more in-depth backstory? I hope so. I mean, we don't know if Krieg was actually on the moon base, but we do know that there was testing done with Slag on Krieg. We do know that he escaped a Hyperion facility, but if Krieg was on the moon base, how did he get to Pandora? Now remember, in the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve, they were doing testing and experimenting there with Slag. So it's entirely possible that Krieg never, ever went to the moon, and that he's just a Hyperion worker that was in a facility on Pandora and ended up escaping. That's probably where they're probably gonna go with Krieg. But I would like to see some more backstory in the pre-sequel in general, especially talking about, like, you know, Nisha. She cracked the neck of Brick's puppy. I kind of want to do that in a mission. Does that make me a bad person? That I want a mission in a game where we have to break fucking Brick's dog's neck and turn him into a murderous psychopath? Does it make me a bad person that I want to play as Nisha and Wilhelm and go burn New Haven to the ground? Does that make me a bad person? If so, sign me the fuck up. Because this is a game where you get to play as bad people. We are the bad guys. I mean, I know we're the heroes, we're the Vault Hunters, and blah, blah. We are technically the bad guys in this story, and that's one of the things I actually really do enjoy about the prequels. They're not afraid to let you be bad. So, I want to see how bad we can get. But, that looks like we're about 20 minutes in on this commentary, and my throat's getting dry. I want to go in there. There's some fucking stew with some crackers. I'm gonna crumble the crackers on top of the stew, and I'm gonna put a little bit of fucking cracked pepper on it, because I don't get my pepper out of salt shakers. I buy the pepper shakers that have the, you go and you fucking grind the pepper fresh on top of pop, 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 pop. Get me some stew, some carrots with some potatoes and some crunchy celery. Yeah, that's actually considered a mirepoix. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a French thing where they say, potatoes, carrots, celery is your base to any stew or soup. That is your mirepoix. I'm gonna go now. So, my name's Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it, because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Leave any questions that you have down in the comments below, and we'll do this again tomorrow. I'm enjoying this. It's nice, relaxed, laid back, and I still don't have any pants on. So, thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you guys later.